Data protection, protecting network traffic. In this video, we will look at the different types of network traffic and what steps you can take to protect your network traffic for each category. Inter versus Intra VPC traffic. It's important to think of your network traffic into two broad categories. Inter-VPC traffic, that is network traffic that crosses into or out of your VPC. Note, for this discussion, Inter-VPC traffic also includes traffic between accounts and between VPCs within your account. The second category is intra or internal network traffic. That is network traffic that is contained entirely within your VPC. In general, there are some network best practices that should always be applied. First and foremost, all your network traffic should be encrypted. Secondly, all database access should be authenticated and encrypted. When creating SSL connections, make sure that you used a signed certificate. Avoid self-signed certificates if at all possible. It's important to know that AWS Certificate Manager can manage and rotate your certificates for you. You may find this a good feature when developing your applications and technology. When accessing AWS services, it's important that you do not use your static credentials. Always use tokens to access AWS services. Inter-VPC traffic. Consider using private link and VPC peering when trying to restrict traffic between networks. The goal of using these technologies is to avoid your traffic from going over the internet. If at all possible, limit incoming inter-VPC traffic to specific subnets. And if possible, limit inter-VPC traffic to and from known IPs. Again, these limitations may not be practical in every context, but it's important to look to see if you can try and limit the inter-VPC traffic as much as you possibly can. Intra or internal VPC traffic. The most important thing on this slide is to remember to internal VPC traffic. I've come across many instances where organizations do not encrypt their internal traffic. It's probably a hangover from the days when people used to have data centers and they felt confident that the traffic within their data center was safe. Remember, when you're using the cloud, you're using shared services. So that assumption around data centers no longer holds. It is always the best practice to encrypt all network traffic within your VPC. If possible, use VPC endpoints, especially when accessing AWS services. This avoids your AWS service calls from going over the internet. Your REST endpoints, especially those protecting sensitive data, should always require authentication and authorization.